Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've never done this before. I have made a couple videos for little projects, but nothing along the lines of my own channel. Now, probably wondering, why am I making a YouTube channel? Well, you might not know this, but I'm in the process of building a car, and my family, along with my friends, have been bothering me to document and get myself out there when it comes to with the stuff I'm doing. So right now, I'm en route to the parts store. I gotta buy something for what I'm doing, and I hope you all enjoy. To talk about what I'm building, it's a 1992 Nissan 240SX hatchback. It came with a stock 4-cylinder engine that's no longer in it and a 5-speed transmission. Both of those are no longer in the car. The guy who sold it to me, the deal was I would buy it and he would keep the engine and transmission, which was fine because the engine was blown up anyway and I didn't want it. Am I going the right way? Yes. Yes, I'm going the right way. Okay, sorry, got lost for a second. What I'm putting in it is a 2004 LQ4 iron block V8. Now, what is an LQ4 iron block V8? It's a 6-liter LS-based iron block V8. It's got 9-to-1 compression, domed pistons, and around when they came out, they were making between 300 and 310 horsepower and 340 to 350 pound-feet of torque. So what I did is I went to the junkyard, I pulled this engine out of a vehicle, and whoa, slow down. I pulled this engine out of a van. It was really clean. I paid not that much money for it, and I immediately took it apart and brought it to the machine shop. If you're close to me, Al's Engine Works, I recommend. He's a great guy. He's running a shop. He has a lot of experience, and he's pretty straightforward when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I appreciate that. So I sent my engine block to him. He machined it down. It didn't require to be bored, and I want to use the stock pistons. So I did not get it bored out. I got it honed to make sure that there's no gases or anything that's gonna jeopardize my build. And then I am no longer using the stock cylinder heads. So the stock cylinder heads were 317 stamped cylinder heads. They were good. They weren't something that I wanted to have, so I invested in LS2, which is the 6-liter aluminum block V8, and they have better chambers and stuff like that. So I bought those, and they are already done. I sent them to the machine shop. Again, I got the new springs put on and everything cleaned out, and everything looks great. I just got to the parts store, so be right back. Alright, so here are the parts. Original pistons. I put them inside of a chemical I have outside. I completely forgot. I'll show you in a second. And it took off all the carbon deposits, and I labeled them for future reference, just to remember which one's which. But they came out really good. I was surprised. Here's the oil pump. Same thing. Put it in that. You should have saw it before. It was pretty amazing on how dark this thing was, but it looks good. It's got pretty, can't do it with one hand. It's got a lot of movement in here, which is good. Original piston rings, we don't need those. Now onto some of the good stuff. These are the main caps. They're all on here. These are just the middle ones, but those are straight out of Summit Racing. Yep, right there, part number. If you guys want to follow. We got our APR bolt and head stud kit. So look forward to that. Always follow the torque spec on these, not the original. We got lifter guides. We'll dive into the cam in a second. These are the connecting rod bearings. Slide some of those out so you can see them. Also from Summit Racing. Did some research, and these guys make some pretty good stuff. They had some pretty good reviews, and they weren't too expensive. So now we got new lifters. Looked online and they said to replace their lifters if you were to completely rebuild an engine. Assembly lube for this build, royal purple. You need to replace the harmonic balancer bolt after you take it off, because it's like a one-time deal. Cam, and it's actually someone who's well known on YouTube now. It is the Texas Speed and Performance Bald Eagle cam. Cletus McFarland has it on Leroy, and I've been following him a lot. And there's a little proof. You got a little bald eagle right there. Evidence. Texas Speed Performance connecting, or blame it last. Fucking push rods. Let's say connecting rods. I need to make sure that those are the correct size. I talked to Summit Racing, and they said they should be, but I'll do the measurement when we get into it. We got a new timing chain. Is the Felpro, little peek, Felpro complete engine gasket kit. So looking forward to using that. Here are the Manley piston rings. Of course, they were falling out of the box. I originally ordered some Summit Racing ones, but unfortunately they sent me the incorrect ones. And I was like, you know what, I might as well actually buy some nice, decent piston rings. And these are the correct size, in accordance with the actual, like, original piston rings that were on the pistons over there. And they look good. I'm going to have to file these, I'm pretty sure. I'll look a little more into it, but we got our Hooker long tube headers. They're pretty sweet. Stainless steel. They're ceramic coated black. I could have paid the extra $100 or so to have them chrome or polished, but this is the same thing. They're just cheaper. Not many people are going to be looking at the engine bay. So you guys are probably going to ask why I invested in this, and why didn't I just get an LS GTO pan, cut the actual cross member. It's because I don't necessarily want to cut something and then later down the road I end up going to a track and they're like, no, you can't drive, you notched your cross member, it's not as safe. But Manley oil pan, front sump, it's got little baffles in it. You can see that keeps it from oil starvation, which is pretty neat. I bought this as a kit. It came with bolts, the gasket, which I'll probably use this one, and the oil relocation, or oil filter relocation bracket. And yeah, so looking forward to diving into that. Is this some more stickers? No, these are the bolts. Excellent, I love stickers. The Summit Racing LS2 intake manifold comes with a 102mm throttle body and fuel rails. It was around the same as buying a new LS2 intake manifold with fuel rails and a throttle body, and I'm like, oh, you might as well pay the extra couple bucks, get something that's pretty and a little more functional. There was a guy on YouTube, and he recommended this guy on eBay who makes custom engine mounts for your 240. He does a bunch of other cars like 350s and such, but he made these. I think he like laser cut and stuff like that. Oh, these are the steam lines for the heads, and then the flywheel, because the motor was originally automatic. So new flywheel. It was pretty cheap comparing to like billet aluminum ones and I don't want something like that right now. Maybe if I get more serious and I end up building another motor and I need manpower. These are LS2 heads that I bought on eBay, and they're really clean from when I got them, and I sent them to a shop locally that I used to get the engine block machined. And he did these. He actually put in the springs and the titanium retentioners in for me, which was pretty nice of him. And they came out super clean. I'm looking forward to utilizing them. And then here's the other one in the bag, but I took it out for you guys. So yeah, that's it for now.